Hello and welcome to FPL Kids. I'm Blake and joined by my dad and Matt. On this podcast we talk about FPL. It's Ninjas Kids.
Hey Blake.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Blake, we've been doing this podcast for pretty much a whole
Yes, this shall be
season.
the last episode of the season.
No, we'll do one next week to round up how you actually did.
I'm calling it that.
Okay. And then we're going to do like a special quiz in the summer.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That is gonna be cool.
We are live on YouTube.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube, so come and join us.
And if you're listening to the podcast, come and watch the YouTube version.
What else you could join? You should join a conga. Come on, let's do a conga.
We can't do a two-person conga.
You can, just hold on to my shoulders and
Okay.
do a little walk.
Well, that was a fun conga. Coming to the end of the season, Blake, you're wearing your Leeds shirt, but are Leeds going down this weekend?
No idea.
I think we're going down.
Which is why we haven't even released our next kit, because we don't know if we can put the Premier League badge on the side of it or not.
Oh, we might lose the Premier League badge.
Oh yeah, Premier League.
But do you know what? If Leeds do get relegated, I feel like I'll be a better FPL player.
Why?
Because I won't be tempted to put Leeds players. Do you know?
I'm never tempted to put these players on my team.
I had Max Verber for a few weeks.
You're too biased.
I think I'll be a better FPL player without Leeds to choose.
Why?
Like, do you want Leeds? Well, I mean, I want Leeds to stay up. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, last week I know you asked your listeners because you like Star Wars at the moment, don't you?
Yes.
You asked your listeners if they had any Star Wars puns of Premier League players.
Bob Bert.
Well, who did he suggest?
Obi-Wan Bissaka.
Like Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
Like it. What else?
Darth Vardy.
Jamie Vardy. Darth Vardy, yeah. This next one, you didn't...
Jar Jar Okocha.
Blake doesn't understand Jar Jar Okocha.
Who's on earth is...
Because he's never heard of JJ Okocha. This guy's only 9.
What? And they only been in football since...
2 years you've been watching football.
2 years.
What about Blake's mix-ups? What was Blake's mix-ups last week?
Costume soak.
Costume soak. And what player was that?
Thomas Suchek.
Suchek. Who got it?
Milo and Ollie and Tom Maskell.
I think Milo and Holly may have won this week. Tom Maskell, I think, has got every Blake's mix-up you've ever done.
Has he?
But I know you planned...
We'll have to go back every single
episode. I think he has.
And see.
But I know this week Blake has planned to really, really test you. The Blake's mix-up that's coming up later.
I made it hard.
He's made it hard.
Yeah.
Anyway. What now?
Listeners' questions.
Listeners' questions. We've got 2 questions for you this week.
9-year-old Harrison first.
Yeah. First-time questioner. 9-year-old Harrison. This question was sent in by his mum.
Yep.
It says, "Hi Blake, my 9-year-old son Harrison loves your podcast."
Yes, go on.
Here's his question. What FPL player do you think I should bring in instead of Bruno Fernandes? To be honest, he could keep Fernandes.
Or
I think Man United
could completely ditch Fernandes and get...
But I think Man U have got Fulham this. He could just keep Fernandes.
Don't interrupt the master.
Okay.
The oracle.
Who are you going to recommend to Harrison then, instead of Bruno Fernandes?
Either Luis Diaz, 7.8 million, Southampton, and he's 6.4% ownership. Ooh.
All right. So because when we were talking about this, you're trying to recommend differentials, aren't you?
Yeah.
Players with less than 10% ownership who you think are going to do well in this one game week. It was the last game week. So what was that? Luis Diaz?
Yep.
Okay.
Then Gakpo.
Liverpool again.
6 million. Southampton, 5.2% ownership.
So Luis Diaz or Cody Gakpo.
And then finally, Phil Foden.
Foden.
8 million. He's playing Brentford and he's got 8.8% ownership.
Do you think Harrison should just keep Bruno Fernandes though for their game against Fulham?
Let him decide.
Let him decide.
Don't listen to this man though. He doesn't know anything. He's brainless compared to me.
Brilliant. So you're recommending Luis Diaz or Gakpo playing Southampton?
Yeah, I just got to check. Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Or Phil Foden?
Yep.
Right, there you go, Harrison. Do you want your next question, Blake?
Yep. Milo.
Milo and Holly. How old is Milo? Is he 8 or 9?
I don't know.
Holly's a bit younger, I think. Anyway, if Milo and Holly.
Is Holly older or younger?
Younger, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah. Milo would like Blake's recommendation of a differential captain for a last dash up the table. So they want, again, a differential. So maybe somebody who's less than 10% ownership, but somebody who Milo can captain this week to really make up have a last minute dash up the table.
Well, I got one. He's called Lewis. He's called Diaz.
Diaz again.
Diaz Lewis.
Luis Diaz.
Just kidding, Luis Diaz.
Playing Southampton.
Yep.
Yeah.
6.4 ownership.
Okay.
Alvarez. 6
Alvarez.
point is just 6% ownership.
Alvarez is not a bad one because Haaland might be rested, might he?
Yeah, because they've already won the Prem. Oh.
And they're playing Brentford, aren't they? City. So
yeah, Haaland's one of the best players in the Prem.
Yeah. All right.
Possibly the best.
Any other differential captains?
Robbie Robertson.
I thought this was a bit out there.
6.5 ownership.
Robertson. Well, because you're giving him options here, aren't you? You've given
Yeah.
Diaz, who's a midfielder, Alvarez, who's a striker, and now Robertson,
Yeah.
who's a defender.
Well, I think I'm the captain option.
But from your answers to those questions, Blake, you're quite fancying Liverpool to beat Southampton.
Yep.
And City to beat Brentford.
Yeah.
And you're not really looking at any other teams around here.
Nah.
All right. Those are your answers to Harrison, to Milo.
Yeah. Why haven't I do this down? Yeah.
Should we see how you did this week?
Yes.
How did you do this week? Game week 37, penultimate week. How did you do? Bring your iPad over here so you can have a good look at it.
I got 76 points.
That doesn't sound too bad.
No, it wasn't. In goal to Gea with 10, defence Shaw with 10, Estepinian with 4, Trippier with 9, Shaw with 6, midfield Saka with 2, Return with 7, Rashford with 14, McAllister with 6, Haaland with 6, Wilson with 2, on the bench, Ederson with 0, Grealish with 0, Diego Jota with 1, and Robertson with 2. My brain's going to explode.
Not a bad effort. You were lucky to get your points out of Rashford because he didn't play. He had a double game week. He didn't play the first game. He started the second game on the bench, but he came off the bench and scored.
I just realised something.
What?
About FPL Kids that we haven't actually been looking at.
What?
The FPL Kids Cup.
We've not been looking at the cup.
No.
We'll have a look at that.
We'll have a look at that because I think this week's the final.
It will be the final, won't it?
Oh.
We've not even been paying attention, but we'll get onto that, I guess.
Yeah, we'll get onto that. We'll announce the final if you haven't already been looking at it.
Big drum roll for that. All right, so you got 76 points. Not bad. Yeah, you got enough points out of Rashford as your captain in the end.
Yeah.
Everyone did all right. What does it mean for your overall rank?
Overall, 420,948.
Nope, you missed it. It's that number above.
Second chance. 369,664.
That's decent, Blake.
Yeah.
You're in the top 400,000 going into the last week.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, but for FPL Kids, we're going to do the table first, then we're going to move on to
all right, go on then. The FPL Kids, can you beat Blake league?
Oh, this is crazy.
Something is crazy that Blake's seen in his league. What is it, Blake?
The FPL General might win.
The FPL General has moved to the top of the FPL Kids.
Let me do
league.
this.
For the first time.
In first place, with 2,536 points, is the FPL General.
But he's only topped by 1 point.
In second place with 2,535 points is Not My Josh King. In third place with 2,528 points is Gunners Come Back. In fourth place with 2,509 points is Filthy Hillbillies. In fifth place with 2,484 points is Take the Hits. In sixth place with 2,406 points is Netflix and Chill Well. In seventh place with 2,442 points is Better Call Saul. In eighth place with 2,436 points is Following the Best. In ninth place with 2,435 points is Sterling Workers. And 10th place, with 2,423 points, is Chemidak United.
So you are still not in that top 10.
Yeah,
Where are you?
I am 13th.
13th, where it feels like you've been for like 3 months, apart from you had a brief spell where you got up to 11th. But how many points are you off this top 10 then? You are 19 points off the top 10. So you're going to need a brilliant final game week and a good captain choice. We'll get onto that.
Now, I'm just going to do something.
But Blake is I think he's really keen to have a look at the cup.
No, you don't say anything. I just want to look at this.
Okay. Well, we'll have to put it onto all teams, or you'll only see yourself. So you went out of the cup in the round of 16.
Did I?
Yeah. So the teams that are in the final are the FPL Generals in the final against Humberto Felipe
Muddins.
The final of the FPL Kids Cup is the FPL General and Humberto Felipe Martins. They knocked out FPL Eric and FPL Rane in the semi-finals. Who do you think is going to win, Blake? Do you think the General is going to win the cup and the league after all this?
The General.
Do you think he's going to prove why he's the General?
The General or Humberto Felipe Martins. Can Humberto beat the FPL General?
I guess we'll see.
It will all be revealed.
Can Farron Collins or Gunner's Comeback, can they beat the General in the league?
Especially Farron Collins.
And can you get into the top 10?
Not like Josh King. You're 1 point away.
And can you... It's going to be an exciting final game week. Well, Blake, you best tell us your plans for the final game week, hadn't you?
Yeah.
If I can get onto your team on here. It's a Sunday deadline.
Yep.
All the games are on Sunday. What transfer are you making ahead of the final game week?
I have taken out Saka for Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz.
Yeah. Well, you reckon
Luis Diaz.
You recommended Luis Diaz to Harrison.
Luis Diaz.
And to Milo.
Luis Diaz.
That's the Luis Diaz song.
Yeah.
So how's your team looking for game week 38?
Game week 38.
How's it looking?
Well, it's looking quite good, I think.
Tell us who's in your team.
In goal, De Gea.
Right.
Defence, Roberts, Trippier and Shaw. Midfield, McAllister, Mitoma, Luis Diaz and Rashford. On the bench, Edison, Estepinian, Grealish and Shaw.
Why did you miss out your strikers?
Because I don't have a strike team.
Who's up front?
Haaland, Wilson and Diego Jota.
De Gea's done well for you. You've had De Gea for a while.
Yeah.
You've got
Serving me well.
You've got a few players that you've already mentioned. You've got Robertson there.
Yeah.
You brought in Luis Diaz. Who are you captaining there? Because you need a good captain choice. You need a really interesting differential captain to help you get into that top 10. What kind of risk are you taking?
I'm going Diego Jota captain.
Diogo Jota.
Vice as Luis Diaz.
Wow. If Jota scores a hat-trick, this will be like a mastermind, Blake.
It'll be flying and soaring in the clouds.
Blake is taking a big risk.
Above the building. I just made that up, just saying.
Well, Blake, good luck with that. Diego Jota is a really interesting captain choice.
Yeah.
Good luck with game week 38. What should we do now?
Blake's bargain buy.
Blake's bargain buy. Last week it was Purvis Estepinian.
Yeah.
He only got 4 points from 2 games.
Blake's bargain flop.
It has been more Blake's bargain flops, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Who are you picking this week for the final Blake's bargain buy of the season?
Elise, 5.3 million. Nottingham Forest at home.
Crystal Palace player.
Serve me well, Elise. Go out there and do something good.
So get Elise if you want a bargain buy.
Yep.
What should we do?
You want to listen to me?
What should we do now?
Blake's mix-ups.
So this is where Blake has got a final Blake's mix-ups of the season, where he really he's chosen an incredibly difficult one. He doesn't think even Tom Maskell can get this.
Yep.
Go on then. What is this week's Blake's mix-up?
A bimbo nookie. A bimbo nookie.
A bimbo nookie.
A bimbo nookie. To finish the season.
How are you spelling
A
that?
bimbo nookie.
How are you spelling a
A
bimbo nookie?
bimbo nookie. A bimbo nookie to finish the season. Oh yeah.
And how's that spelled?
A-B-I-M-B-O-N-O-O-K-I-E.
A-B-I-M-B-O-N-O-O-K-I-E.
You will never get it. Oh no.
So rearrange those letters.
Yeah, just
See
farted.
what you can do.
Just farted her.
Thanks for that, Blake.
That
Well,
was the noise.
that's probably time to get out of here.
Thank you for listening to FPL Kids. Subscribe, leave a good review for FPL Kids on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And one more thing. You're all dead.
What?
And the second thing. You're all doomed. And the third thing.
Wow.